Hey, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley. Everything in this video was found on a public domain, and the full disclaimer's down below. And I wish you lots of love and many blessings your way, and y'all please be careful in that storm. I haven't been this irked in a long time over this Meghan and Harry stuff. So Meghan came out saying the entire royal family hates Harry because he's a feminist. I think they need to check the definitions. They're just misusing these words. I think she was trying to say feminine, because he's not a feminist. In fact, Harry's been quite misogynistic in the past. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. But that's her reason. She's saying recently, the royal family just absolutely hates Harry, because he's now a feminist. Now, it's true, we have watched her lead him around, just like a little puppy, by the nape of the neck. And I've often wondered, is she slipping him something in his food? Considering she's hell-bent on being the cook there at the house. Y'all, she don't even tie her own shoes or press her own clothes. Why would she go through the trouble of cooking a meal? As crazy as it sounds, they do have drugs that you give people to make them become more subservient. Truly. And let's face it, she knows all the nasty people. I don't put anything past her. You can look in her eyes and see who she is. Getting back to him being a feminist. Would a feminist really cuss you out on a balcony knowing that there's cameras in every angle of your face? Ignore you in a group? Totally blow you off in a stadium? Are those the actions of a true feminist? He made her cry on that balcony in front of everybody, the whole world. You guys, I see no love between these two people. I just don't. But even watching that baby-to-baby video, there's no love between them. None. Her body language there was like, don't touch me. And his was like, no problem. Y'all, that was my opinion before I was contacted. So this afternoon, I received an email from a father that showed up with his children. He asked me if he could stay anonymous, and I totally respect that. But he was waiting in the line behind several cars, and he knew that that was supposed to have been Harry and Meghan. He said he was in that line probably 20 minutes before he made it to the front. He noticed a couple of things about Meghan and Harry's interaction between the two. He noticed that Meghan was getting stressed out at the fact that Harry was the one trying on the book bags with the kids, passing the supplies off to the people. She wanted to be hands-on. He said at one point she cut her eyes at Harry and took the stuff out of his hands and passed it through the window. And even though she had a mask covering her mouth, he said he could tell by her body language she was not interacting with other volunteers. She acted as if she was really too good to be there. Now, I did ask him in his opinion, did he think that was Harry and Meghan? True Harry and Meghan. And he said he just didn't know them well enough to know for sure if those were fill-ins or if that was in fact Harry and Meghan. He was adamant on one thing though. In his opinion, watching them for about 20 minutes, their body language together was not that of a couple. That's something I've been told in the past by other people. I'm so dang nosy, I would have loved to have been there, just standing in the background, watching. Anyway, so now Meghan has decided that she's going to come out and talk about a few things. She is telling everybody she feels the second the Queen dies, so should the monarchy. She thinks it's an archaic notion, it shouldn't be, it shouldn't exist. Once the Queen passes away, that should be it. No succession, no Charles, no William as king. She said that she and Harry both are going to do everything in their power to make it happen, to abolish the monarchy altogether and be done with it. It's no secret, I'm not a fan of the royal family, the monarchy, the entire system. But who is she to decide that she's going to come out against the monarchy once the Queen dies? They've been mighty good to her. Here's what I've noticed. The nastier she talks about them, treats them real bad, calls them racist, liars, saying they didn't protect her, treated her terribly, ran her off, hates her husband, the better off they are to her. Now you have to wonder why. She gets a $15 million house sitting on 7.5 acres, 16 commodes to flush, 9 bedrooms to sleep in, tennis courts and tea cottages, children's playhouses and swimming pools. Lying saying she took out a mortgage, paying that payment with her royalties from Suits. So we're to believe that since she was paid $500,000 per season on Suits, the royalties from Suits, their reruns, are going to pay just that much or more? Oh, I don't think so. With a third money down on a $15 million loan at 5%, your mortgage rate is still going to be a little less than $81,000 a month. Over the span of 30 years, of course. Hypothetically speaking, she does receive the full $500,000 from a residual on suits. And that's being generous because we all know she's not going to collect a full salary. Even if she did collect the full salary, which she's not, she's still not going to be able to afford to live and pay these mortgage payments. They'll be short 3 months of the year. So why in the world would they come out and lie that they put a third of the money down and got a mortgage? It just doesn't even make sense. I'm so curious and I can't wait for it to come out because it will. Whatever they're backing Charles into a corner with is gonna spill out eventually. Exactly as a relationship with Jessica's spilling out today. She came up with this big old lie, putting up a facade that she couldn't hang out with Jessica anymore because of Jessica's racist attitude. She was so nasty to that lady on the Twitter. And of course that blocks anything for Meghan if she's seen with Jessica. But Jessica let that cat out of the bag today, posting fond memories of her and Meghan at the wedding, having such a good time, proving to the entire world nothing's changed with their relationship, proving yet again that she's just a fraud and a liar. That's my opinion and I stand by it. You know, Princess Diana didn't do half of what Meghan's done, yet she got severely punished for her actions. Whatever she has on the royal family must be a doozy. That's all I can say. Big time stuff, you know what I mean? Nothing else makes sense. Why is she getting away with everything? Anyway, it seems like her mom's a jack of all trades. She spent years following around this yogi, and I guess once that just got old to her, she decided she wanted to be a mental health therapist, a social worker. And she no longer wanted to do that after Meghan hit the big time. You guys, she's now landed a position as an instructor at the Santa Monica College. I don't know how in the world she had a degree in teaching. I guess they bought this position for her. She's going to be instructing students on how to make beaded jewelry, pearl bracelets. It's just very bizarre. Arts and crafts type stuff. I don't get it. You know the very first thing that popped in my mind? And you might have thought the same thing. But what do they do in prison? Especially women's prisons. Basket weaving, arts and crafts, painting, beaded jewelry. They do all that in a woman's prison. According to the Santa Monica College website, her bio is this. They said Doria Raglan's a local artist who's been designing jewelry and clothing for over 10 years. She's participated in some of the finest art shows in the country and has received awards for her designs. She loves teaching and believes in wearing handmade jewelry. Where do they come up with this? Which art shows has she ever been affiliated with? Where are her designs? What next? Out of all of the stuff that I've read up on this woman, I've never, ever heard anything about her being a designer of any kind. Ever. I'm just, wow. What can you say? This entire situation is so strange, and it just gets weirder and weirder and weirder. And let me ask you this. Why wasn't little Archie out running around in the yard when Gloria was sitting there with Meghan? Anyway, I want to say one more thing and I'm going to wrap it up. Have y'all seen the sale price for Finding Freedom lately? And I want to say thank you to my sweet friend Peter. Y'all, it is totally selling for $4. $3.99. At this rate, it'll be in the Dollar Tree by Monday. I found a copy for as low as $1.99. And we're not talking the ebook. We're talking hardcover. I really despise calling her people sugars. But she put these people on a job. And that was to go to Amazon and leave all these great book reviews. Amazon caught on and blocked all reviews. Does she think she's not going to get caught doing devious stuff? And speaking of devious stuff, she has planned on sitting down with Robin Roberts soon, telling her truth, her final say. She wants the very last word, and Omid didn't do a well enough job with Finding Freedom. So she's trying to put something together with Robin Roberts to sit down and finally spill the beans on the entire royal family and their situation. Maybe if she disrespects them to a whole nother level and reveals all their dirty secrets, they'll reward her with, I don't know, an island, a fleet of Bentleys. I can't wait to see what happens. I'll be honest, I used to think the Queen was one hardcore woman. She can get anything done, she can hide any filthy secret and get away with it. She's just that good. She's looking real weak to me. I believe she should have taken their titles a long time ago. Matter of fact, the moment they tried passing that prosthetic belly off, making a game out of it, she should have put an end to them right then and there. So I really can't wait to see what happens next, especially after this Robin Roberts interview. I'm praying for safety over everybody that's in that storm. I'll see you soon and we'll talk fast. Y'all stay safe and be blessed.